couple of weeks ago, we had Chance and Eric Wynn in talking about Redline4Kids, an event that they would have coming up at the Children's Hospital at OU Medical. It's time for a follow-up. Joining us with Chance, Sarah Jacobson. Very nice to meet you.
You as well.
And good to see you, sir.
Good to see you.
Let's set this back up again. Redline4Kids. What is it, and what's the idea?
Basically, Redline4Kids is a nonprofit that we've started up, and what we do is gather anywhere from 9 to 12 exotic cars from around the city, get everybody together, go down to the Children's Hospital, and basically park them all, put on a show, let the kids come out, get out of their rooms, get their mind off of whatever's going on in their life, and just have a good time being a kid, sit in the cars, rev them up, all that good stuff.
So guys, that's the idea. Kids, cars, fancy cars, clearly, and kids who are in the hospital. It's a great idea. Sarah, how'd it go?
Oh my God, it was incredible.
Yeah?
It was beyond what we really thought it would be. This first one, I was nervous just because getting all the logistics ready and a whole lot of cars that were very expensive.
Look at that smile
right
on
out
his face,
front.
though.
It was incredible. It was Father's Day weekend, which was just kind of a perfect tie. Not that boys are the only ones who can love cars, because we had lots of little girls that were excited. But it was really neat to see some bonding that happened with some of the kids that were just car maniacs or just needing a really good reason to get outside and do something cool. The hope we have for all of our events is that kids can have a fun story whenever they get back from the hospital. They can have a positive memory. They can have a reason to go back and brag to their friends. Nobody thinks about doing that after the hospital experience. But
It's true.
After last Saturday, those kids are going to see, they have stories that their friends are never going to have. And they maybe they were missing something at home while they were in the hospital. And so that's kind of the purpose, is to make sure we have those opportunities at the hospital all the time.
Very nice. Chance, your thoughts. How'd it go?
I think it went even better than we thought, and we already knew that it was going to go pretty well, but just seeing some of the feedback from the parents after the event, like saying that they haven't seen their kids smile in a certain amount of time until the event, like that's pretty powerful, and that just it makes us all feel good, and that's the whole point. So, and even the feedback from the guys that own the cars has been fantastic, saying that they can't keep their minds off the kids and they're ready for the next one. So it was just a complete home run, I would say.
So much to talk about here. Let's talk about the guys and ladies who donated their cars. Who were they? What sort of cars showed up?
We had several people. We had 2 Ferraris, 2 Lamborghinis, my car, 2 Porsches, a Ford GT, a Z06 Corvette.
Lots of speed.
And an Audi R8, and I think that's everybody. But yeah, we had a good crew. It was good.
And you said the response from those owners of the cars was pretty positive.
Yeah, they're ready to do it again, to say the least. Yeah, they had a good time.
And patients and parents, what was the idea, what was the feedback you had from them initially? Hey, this is going to happen on Father's Day, and then the actual response during the event?
Oh, there was a lot of excitement. We had a line that was ready to go before the cars got there. So there were kids that saw the news that they were coming, were so excited, came downstairs. A kiddo who had to go to an X-ray, who said, "When are you still going to be here?" He was there before, went to get his exam done, and then came back and enjoyed it. Some kids that stayed the whole time. There was a dad who came down and FaceTimed with his son because his son couldn't come down. So
cool.
Just the fact that there was that much attention that came down. The kids all wanted to meet a cool driver. They all wanted to sit in the cars, and some of those were available to be sat in, and others were not, which was perfectly fine, because we completely want to respect the guys that bring those in, and they were incredible. They were so generous. There were kids crawling all over them. Half of them just wanted to snuggle and meet somebody new and kind of be silly and be a kid, even if they didn't know exactly what was going on around them. We had some youngsters, 2-3-year-olds probably were the youngest. Actually, there's a little baby. I remember a dad brought down a little newborn. So really just a good reason to get out, do something cool. Again, have an experience that maybe is going on somewhere else in the community, but because you're in the hospital, you might be missing it. But instead, it was just for them. It was only for the patients and families, and it really made them feel special.
Well, Sarah, you're Director of Child Life and Volunteers at the Children's Hospital at OU Medical. Tell us more about what you do.
Well, we get to do this kind of thing quite a bit. We work with child life specialists. We've got about 13 on our team, who their goal every day is to sort of translate the hospital environment, what's going to happen, why a kid needs to be there, to kid-friendly language. So sometimes they're dealing with the fears and the stresses, but sometimes they're trying to make sure this environment is not that bad. There are still fun things that happen. And so we use play and we use toys and events to really normalize the hospital environment, to give them, again, a positive memory, something to look forward to all day, a reason to go get your exam done and get back and do something fun. So it can be motivational, and it can for sure be a way to just make that hospital experience a little bit less stressful, a little bit less scary. And
Hospitals can certainly be scary places.
It certainly can, and kids have lots of fears, and part of it too is social anxiety of what are my friends going to think. I'm going to go back to school and they're going to think I'm weird or strange or different, or what happened to you, are you okay? And there's just a lot of questions that you don't want to have to answer or don't know how to answer because you're a kid and you shouldn't have to know those words yet. But if you can go back and talk about a cool Lamborghini, I mean, that's the best thing for that child to feel like they're still doing normal things, they're still coping, and they've got something else to focus on instead of what they're going through.
You mentioned you do stuff like this all the time. This was the first time that you guys have worked together, but let's say a business person or somebody is watching this and they're like, hey, I want to get involved, help kids out. How can they do so?
Well, they can reach us online as well. We have our website, volunteer@childrens.org, and we also have a Facebook page. We partner a lot with the Children's Hospital Volunteers, which is our charity arm. So we do donations and drives, and people who want to come and do an event or people who want to donate to help support these types of events. We partner with great organizations like Redline4Kids. We were really honored to be the first hospital and hope that they can really reach out to other hospitals as well. So we've got probably about 300 events that we do each year, outside of just a typical play session, which we also have those every day. So we do try to keep busy, bringing in volunteers, bringing in organizations. We've got about 360 full-time volunteers right now that just come out to play games, to give parents breaks, to go on a walk, to do those small things that we know during a stressful situation can really add up to make it more positive.
It's small things, but it makes a big difference. All right, very good. You can go online for more information about that event and upcoming events. Good job, Paige. There's the website right there, redline4kids.org. Coming up this weekend at North Park Mall on May Avenue, Cars and Coffee from 7 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Purchase a raffle ticket, chance to win complete window tinting for your car from Shaded Solutions, standard car detail from Hillsdale Fine Detailing. It's a $300 retail package for your car. Chance, will your car be there?
It will be there. It will be there right by the tent. So come and check it out, and you can purchase a shirt and you'll get a free wristband while supplies last, which we do have a good amount of those left. So it should be a good time.
Good stuff. Again, more information, redline4kids.org. What was that website you mentioned, though, that people can help out for volunteers?
Sure, we're at volunteer@childrens.org.
Sarah, great to meet you.
You as well.
Fantastic cause. Thank you for sharing the information with us.
Well, we're excited to be involved and excited to see this kind of event grow and continue to get bigger and move along and find more kids at their hospitals. So,
Yeah, best of luck to all those kiddos.
Thank you.
Chance, good to see you. Thanks
Good
so
to
much.
see you. Thanks for having us.